Gave you my heart, and the very next day gave it away. This year, save you from tears, give you someone special. Christmas, I give you my. Oh my god, I'm not even muted. I'm not muted, guys. I usually mute myself for these. Maybe I won't moving forward because I keep forgetting. Here I am singing Christmas music. Oh well, I guess I'll. Hi. Why are you guys all late? You guys are like an hour late for the stream. You haven't been the whole time. Yeah, I realized that. Thank you, eyes. I was singing and I went. I didn't mute it. As soon as I type, I get an ad. Twitch is insane. Evil, evil, evil. Oh no, I want to do this. Yeah, we're listening to Christmas music today. No one told me I was unmuted. I guess I'll just be unmuted. I'm writing my little thingy, my thingy thing. Copy. Beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere. Did you want to know you were unmuted? I kind of did. I was supposed to be muted during this. But honestly, I know that like Cerise is unmuted for her starting soon screen. So, why not? Maybe I could be unmuted for it too. Oh, I need a Santa hat. Hang on. Move. No, I don't want to remove. KD, you were unmuted. Well, thank you so much, eyes. Hi, Dodo. Hi, Crispy Biscuits. Like Christmas everywhere you go. Oh, I want to. Can I post a story? I want to post a story. Can I only post a story on my phone to Instagram? Okay. And post a story. Where you go? Me. Twitch.tv/DMRE. The live button. Join the raffle yet. I'll do it after stream. You know what? I'll post the link to the raffle. And we'll do Last chance. Yeah. I think it's funny that as soon as Halloween ends, people put up Christmas stuff. My Christmas stuff was already up yesterday. My sister already has a room kitted out with Christmas decorations. It's because Christmas is a superior holiday, and especially in Canada, we don't have Thanksgiving between Halloween and Christmas. Our Thanksgiving's before Halloween, which honestly makes sense. You guys have Thanksgiving and Christmas way too close to each other for how similar they are. They're very family and food focused holidays. Thank you for the follow. Also, the Thanksgiving is super small here. I would argue that maybe. Thanksgiving's massive where I am. I'd say my family shows up more for Thanksgiving than they do for Christmas. Christmas usually ends up being the smaller one. I don't know. I've done a USA Thanksgiving. I'd say the Thanksgiving that I celebrate up here, like at least in Ontario, and like my family is equivalent to the USA Thanksgiving. My family does way more for Thanksgiving than they do for Christmas. Yeah, same. I shared my story. Done. Sorry, we'll start drawing soon. There we go. My family does the same amount for Thanksgiving and Christmas. Okay. Hot Pookie. Okay. Let's move some stuff. Also, shocker, shocker, I'm sniffling. I realize I'm just always sniffling in the morning. Got my coffee with Bailey's with true Christmas spirit. Guess if it's a Thanksgiving being big, since it's a time to be thankful. Meanwhile, Christmas is about a baby being born on in a stable. For my family, my family doesn't do an overly religious Christmas. And the reason why Christmas is my favorite is not because of the presents. It's not because of like anything overly materialistic. My thing is winter's my favorite season. I love snow. I think it's the prettiest season also. Granted that there's no slush. Winter's gorgeous. And then you're adding a holiday that's all about decorating with lights and dressing warm and drinking peppermint cocoa and being with friends and ice skating. It's so great. Who wouldn't love it? Don't tell Snow that. Don't tell Snow you don't like snow. Fuck you too. Thank you for the follow, Ernesto. And yeah, feel free to join the Discord. We chatty up in there. It's actually, you guys have been so chatty in the Discord, I've struggled keeping up with everything. So if I miss anything posted or said, I apologize. Yeah, I love snow. Snow is great. The person and the season. We're totally listening to Christmas music until I get sick of it. Christmas music too, as much as it's memed on for being super annoying, it's annoying because it's catchy. I don't like being overly cold, and I hate when having to deal with snow when I have to go to work and anything. That's fair. Snow is a big inconvenience. Winter is definitely the most inconvenient season. But it's so pretty. So I don't have my job no more. I've gotten extremely active on Discord. I love it, honestly. Ed Sheeran. I didn't know Ed Sheeran did a Christmas song. Nah, you're not annoying. I love people who are active in the Discord. It makes me really happy. Like, I made the space for people to use, and it would make me really sad if people didn't use it, you know? I was so sad when it was quiet when I was on my hiatus. Like, I totally understood why. myself included, none of us were talking in it because I was on my hiatus. I didn't have anything to say because I was busy. So I was so sad how quiet it was, but it was totally understandable. Now that I'm active again and people are active again, I'm loving seeing how much people are talking. Have you listened to the Christmas album I sent in the Discord? I haven't yet. Do you think I'm annoying but likes me anyways? Yeah, true. It's because you're catchy. Hey, I'm okay with repo clips. Man, anytime I use my, I do think Eyes is evil. Anytime that I use Procreate and then go back to CSP, I get really sad because CSP brushes are weak in comparison to Procreate brushes. I don't know what it is. Their brushes are so good, and I'm so sad you can't convert them over. Do you want anything from California? Might go later this year. Nah. Cali's stinky. I don't actually know if there's anything I'd want from Cali. People don't know how to drive in the snow, so it's also annoying. That's fair. In Canada, we do something called the just hope you get there safely, which is there's no lines on the road. You can't see a chunk of the traffic lights. So you're just really fucking hoping you're on the road and that you're getting to where you need to be. You're too nice. You're probably evil. What is your favorite part of the drawing process? Sketching, doing line art, rendering? Mine is sketching and rendering. Line art, I'd rather off myself. Hello, Midi. Welcome in. Yeah, I don't know. Line art makes me want to Sudoku myself. I'm too nice because I want people to like me. Well, you succeeded. I like you. I just also think you're evil. I love doing the line art so much. Oh my god. Like, I can see the enjoyment in it, but, like, once I'm really into line art, I can have fun. Otherwise, nah. And I also don't even know what brush I like to use for it. Like, what brush did I use for... I don't have the line art. This one's kind of nice. You don't need to apologize. Is that a horn on your head near your sunglasses like an Oni? I am an Oni. Yeah, and you don't have to apologize for being new or asking questions. I love answering questions, especially if it's about myself. But yeah, I'm an Oni. And for the new people here, if you click the link that's in the pinned at the top of the chat, I'm hosting a raffle, a Chibi Snowman raffle, and now's your last chance to enter because I'm drawing the winner when I'm done streaming. Okay, we'll use this one. Let me grab my water. Oh, yeah, we're that way over here. Especially if it's about myself. I like talking about myself. I do also love answering questions about horseshoe crabs. I love horseshoe crabs. No, I don't like this. I like this. Thank you for the follow. I don't normally draw men, so we're hoping that this turns out good. I have in my, like, commission forums, I'm like, female preferred. However, I will draw men to the best of my abilities. How much to get a horseshoe crab tattoo? Dude, I'd get a horseshoe crab tattoo. Oh my god. I would get that on, like, my shoulder blade. I'd get it for free, man. Woman expert. I do enjoy your chibi models design. Thank you. Yeah, so she... I can't... Hang on, let me bring up her full, like... Her full sheet. So this is her design. She has her hair either up or down. Down I find more fun to draw. But she is a demon who really loves fish. Specifically tuna. So her jacket is designed off of a tuna. And she's based in Newfoundland, Canada. Because I'm Canadian, and my father's from Newfoundland, and my stepdad's from Newfoundland. But I wasn't born there. I have been there. Gorgeous place. Newfoundland is stunning. And yeah, I personally don't, but my character does. She also has a mole on her inner thigh, which I do have in real life. The fish. But she is a cutie patootie oni who just... So her lore is like... She heard about aquariums, right? And so she went to the human world to go visit one. But when she went through the whole human port, like the portal to the human world, she ended up in Newfoundland, and that's when she discovered what the ocean was. She saw the ocean and saw all the fish and everything and was like, oh my god, I'm never leaving here. And she's lived in the human realm since and just is a huge fish enthusiast. Both eating and looking at. Yeah, one of her horns is broken. That's why only one shows through. Did you design the model yourself? I did. This is completely designed and drawn by myself. It was a process. Anyone who's known me for this year that I've been streaming knows how much I've been bouncing back and forth on my design. It's always stuck to fish, though. I always knew I wanted to relate it to fish. But I am huge on, like, having a character that's recognizable, but I didn't want to, like, you know how VTubers will have, like, a lot going on? They'll have, like, wings and tails and all these things, like, which is cool. I like those designs, but it doesn't work for me. I like simplicity, and I like storytelling in a character through their outfit. So, obviously, she likes to dress all sassy-like. She's very much so inspired by me IRL. She has my body. She has, she wears clothing that I would wear IRL. I mean, go for it. You can draw her. You can draw Poma. So Poma's the little dog that you see on the screen. But the lore for him is that, my character, Diamari, she was eating some sushi at a sushi restaurant, and she had nigiri, which is rice with fish on top. And she loved it so much she wanted to bring it to her demon friends. So she opened the portal to go back to the demon realm. And when she went through, the demon realm did something to the nigiri and brought it alive. And so Poma is a seal Pomeranian nigiri combo. So he's got a seal tail and the fur of a seal. He's got the legs and the ears and a little bit of the face of a Pomeranian. And then he's got the nigiri backpack. Very lovely. I love supporting fellow artists. I have a hard time drawing my own model even at the best of times. It's a toughie. I can definitely get that. Me designing this took me almost a year. I started this design in March. And I've been through every iteration of hair color, species. I started off as a human, then I was a cat, and then I think I stayed cat for a while, but the cat design kept changing. And then I gave myself a horn and ears, and I was like, oh, I love that. Because I've always been a huge fan of Onis. I think they're really cool. And so, yeah. And she's got more, like, downturned ears, because she's kind of, like, gremlin-y as well. So, I'm thinking of... I keep wanting to make her an imp. Specifically, like an Oni imp combo. Maybe her, like, mom was an imp and her dad was an Oni. Or something like that. And so she's like a combo. Because the downturned ears, I want them to be very imp-like. But I want her to keep the horn because she's an Oni. My Sona has no lore, I just drew me as a cartoon. That's how it all starts. I'm telling you now. Let me show you what my design started off as. If I still have it. I hope I do. Hang on. We gotta go into my folders. So the design that I started with, my very first, this year specifically, was this. This is just me. This is what I look like in real life. Brown hair, usually up in a bun. Those are my glasses. I have that shirt. The only thing is that I don't have a sunfish on my tablet. This is how I started. And then I was this afterwards. This is when I added in matcha to my model. I decided to give myself cat ears. I have some fish on my coat. And it's still kind of how I would dress. But this is when a lot of people started coming into my stream, was when I had this as my model. So, it's still fish themed, but she's a cat with, like, an enjoyment for fish. And then I became a calico. Still fish themed. She has a fish hook in her ear. I have this sweater. I'm not wearing it now, but it's my favorite sweater. It's an Unis Honest sweater with skeleton bones. I gave her a calico theme, and my entire stream was very, like, my stream was very, like, creepy vibes, because my favorite game is Dredge, is Dredge, which is a horror fishing game, a creepy storytelling horror fishing game with Tetris. Lots of fun. Yeah, the calico one was still good. I ended up selling the calico one to someone. And then we went to this one. So I kind of took a step back. I went back to the brown hair with the cat ears. So as you can see, cat was still a theme. I went back with the cat ears. And this was my design. Again, I have this outfit. It's still very based off of me. I knew that I never wanted to stray too far from me. And I ended up taking a step back, so this is a lot like the second one. And then, do I still have the old DMRE design? Let's find out. I do. And then we got here. This was the first Oni design I had. Very similar to what I have now, but she kept the brown hair. She has the one horn with the ears. She's got the jacket, but her design was a bit different. She had a white top. She has the glove. You love the pants? Thank you. I actually own very similar IRL. But I felt like the pants and the jacket were so busy that... And, like, the silhouette just wasn't it. So I ended up changing it slightly. I made the top black, kept the jacket, but I dulled the jacket down a bit and added more white to it. And my pants are now ripped jeans. The boots are the same. The boots don't have accessories, though. And the socks are the same. So now we go back to here. And this is my end goal design. But this was like... There were a lot of in-betweens as well that you don't see. Because my Discord saw a lot of my indecision when it came to how I wanted to look. And so they saw a lot of the in-between stuff as well. But those were the ones that, like, got PNG tubers, basically. But there was a lot of indecisiveness, and, like, my community won't even... Did you show the skeleton one, or did I miss it yet? I showed the small version of it, this one. I don't have the full one anymore, because I sold it. Maybe I could find it? Let's see. Maybe I still have the art somewhere for it. Oh, here's one. So here's the calico again. She had a bonefish tail. So yeah, she was very like dark spirits focused. I always knew that I wanted to have some sort of like spirit world element to her. And so this one was that she made a deal with she made a deal with a demon as a fish and got turned into, or as a cat? I don't know. She made a deal and got turned into this thing. Oh, there was a version with the brown hair. You're right. Let's see. What else do we got? Let's find it. Oh, here's another one for the Oni as well. This was actually the first Oni design I had for her. Full tuna. I went full tuna with this with sashimi hair and everything. Okay. And then but this one was more of an OC and less of a tuber. Let's see. I'm trying to find, maybe I have it in VGen. I don't remember who I sold it to. Whoopsie. Mm. Oh, right here? No. Is there lore behind the scar? I have that in real life. That's it. Yeah, I actually have that scar. I got it when falling off of a bike on a gravel road, and there was lots of blood. The knee I fell on yesterday, by the way, was my scarred knee, and my leg hurt the entire day because I have nerve damage in my knee because of that fall, because I never went to the hospital to get it properly looked at. I just let it heal naturally. Oh, no, it's fine, Mitty. We're not saying, like, how dare you not know it. It's fine. It's a genuine question. But yeah, it's a scar I actually have. I have nerve damage in my knee, and I actually fell yesterday. It's not actually X-shaped. It's very nastily lumpy and gross. I turned it into an X so it would look cooler. But IRL, it's lumpy and gross. And I fell on it yesterday and my entire leg hurt. Okay, I can't find the one that Snow was asking about. It's somewhere lost in the depths of my art. Okay, let me read the chat because I saw a lot of questions while I was showing those off. Sunfish are dumbasses. The Oni looks very similar to how us Koreans would draw the dokebi, meaning ogres, and I really enjoy that. Oh, that's awesome. You're Korean, Midi? 안녕하세요. I've been learning Korean. Hangul was very easy to learn. Don't worry about me, I'm very dramatic at the best and worst of times. Hey, I love dramatic. I am Korean, but only half, but still, that's awesome. I've been learning Korean. I have the what is it called? The Talk to Me in Korean books. Okay, I gotta keep up with chat again. The Calico one, I still love the hair on that one. Yeah, it was really good. Herd of Dredge, yeah, highly recommend it. The story is very good. I've not played the DLC, but the base game is very good. Did you show the skeleton one yet? I saw that. Love the pants, thank you. I definitely prefer your current one. It's really cute. Me too. This is the first design that I've been like confident with. Like, and I've been getting fan art for it, and my love for it grows with each fan art I get. The tummy marks. I can finally update the Bellatra card for this design. Oh my god, you're so right! There's also a version with just the hair and spirit flame ears. Yes, there was, but we couldn't find it. How the fuck do you make skin look so fucking soft? It's all in the pink. I use pinks. Pink and blushies, and you gotta try to not overshade it. I see you didn't keep the scar on the knee. I did not. I felt like it was too busy. Don't forget the beach episode 1. Oh, yeah. That one was nice. Okay, I'm caught up. Already gave it to her, so do it when you... Wait. Gave who what? Get more art of these design. Honestly, the more art people give me of my character, the more I love her so much. Because I see her in other people's eyes, you know? As an artist, seeing your own art... Oh, did you? Meredith, send it to me. Yeah, I could do a little, like, render tutorial at some time. At some point. Oh, you did find it. That's when I was asking people what hair they thought of. So this is the one that they were talking about. So in my ears, I have eyes. And so it's very similar to that one I showed off. So this is right after the calico one. But this design did end up getting sold. Someone liked it so much and I was changing. They were like, hey, can I have that? And I was like, sure. And I sold it to them. I gave them every bit of art I had of her, and then I also did a gender bent version for them. Thank you, Marinth, you digger. Okay, the lore was I'm a cat who can see void-sent creatures while others can't. I made a pact with the voids to become a cat-human hybrid, but I had to sacrifice flesh from my body to do so. Because of this, I have a bone tail to avoid, and a void companion inspired by my IRL black cat matcha and void tattoos. Yeah, so that was the lore originally. I kept with the magic, obviously. And yeah. I kept the general lore. She still lives on a dock, but instead of making a deal with Void Sense, she's a demon. Okay, Crispy Biscuits, I'm gonna be streaming for probably 3 more hours, so if I catch ya, I'll catch ya. If not, I'll talk to you in the Discord. I'm hungry. My mom's making cinnamon raisin bread right now. I'm very excited. Have you guys seen Bao's post on artists don't share art without asking first? I want to know what you guys think about it. Because I have kind of mixed feelings. I could pay your mom to make cinnamon... Can I pay your mom to make cinnamon rolls? Sure, but if they get to you, they'll probably be moldy. Not heard about it? No? Hi, Muzi! How are you? So basically the summary of her post was she commissioned an artist, and that artist posted it before Bao even got a chance to do anything with it. And she made a post being like, artists, ask your commissioners first before posting. And she's getting some mixed, like, responses to it. For me, what I have on my forums is do you have a debut date or a time for me to wait? I ask that on my forum. So if someone leaves it blank, I post it whenever, because I have, like, in the little description that as an artist, I have the right to post my creations because it's part of my portfolio. But if someone wants me to wait for a certain time, then I can. But I'm not gonna not post artwork unless someone specifically messages me and says, hey, you cannot post this, ever. Then I would give them an extra charge and be like, okay, it's not going in my portfolio, so you need to pay me extra. But she was, I don't know. I think just the way she worded it might have been poor. I feel like that is one of those things that a client should communicate in advance, especially because there can be NDA fees. Yes, it's definitely on the client to talk about. It's not on the artist. The artist has the right to post their stuff no matter what. As an artist, we always own the intellectual property of the art. You may own the art itself, but we created it, so we own the intellectual property of the art. Which means we can post it whenever we want. We can use it as examples. I usually ask first if I can use it as an example, like on forums and stuff. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I agree. Considering she's in a professional space, makes sense that she would want to do something with it first. But if she had not given that information to the artist that they should wait, it is a case of miscommunication. Yeah, that's pretty much what everyone's kind of summing up to be. There's some people that are being quite mean to Bao, being like, this is being unrealistic, Bao. But it's like, Bao, you gotta make sure you're communicating it. It's not on the artist to ask. We can't ask every single client, am I okay to post this? It's on the artist to let us, or the client to let us know that they don't want us to post it. And that's why it's good to include it on your forums, asking, is there a date I should wait? Or am I okay to post this? Or anything of the sort. It's people on the internet, they will look for beef no matter what. So true. Also, I just remembered, I was having a back and, I was having a back and forth with someone. They were like, are your commissions open and how much do you charge for NSFW? Which I do. I said, hello, currently everything is waitlist only, which if they used their eyes and checked my page, they'd see everything is waitlist only. For NSFW, it depends on what you're wanting. They sent the pose. I said, this, for example, what would you quote? I'm not going to describe the pose too much, but it's a guy and a girl in it. I said, if fully nude, probably about 150 USD, because it's a full body. Since it's full body and an additional body. But the dude is, like, mostly hidden. It's just, you know, the thing. I said if they had accessories, difficult clothing, or lots of details such as tattoos, and the price would go up. They said, what if we counted the male as a background? How much would that be? And I'm like, same cost. It's the same amount of work. Changing the title doesn't change the cost of things. If we make the guy count as a background, it's the same work. I'm still drawing the same thing. They left me on red after that. They did not want to pay $150, which is cheap, by the way, for a 2 full body. So here's a lesson for y'all in chat. If you've not commissioned someone before, if you weren't sure or didn't know, that if you commission someone something specific and then you ask for it to be titled something else, that doesn't change the price if it's the same drawing. The person was trying to manipulate you like you were an AI. Some people think that. That's like, man, people who make AI art, quote unquote art, people who make AI generations, they do not understand what being an artist is, and that's why they do it. They do it because they want the creation. Artists do it because we like to create. We like the process. And the reason we don't use AI is because it gets rid of the fun part of drawing. Sure, we get mad at it. It's a love-hate relationship. But I wouldn't like my art if I didn't create it. You know? The hard work is what makes you love things and hate it. I was gonna say that's pretty cheap for NSFW. Yeah, I was like, I'll lowball it. Why not? The pose looks pretty easy, and if they're wanting like a specific pose like what they sent to me, I was like, whatever. I do think I'm gonna add to my VGen just general illustration commissions. And then I'll include the icon to that. So it'll be like, it'll include icon, half body, and full body, and then I'll do an NSFW version as well. So people can request there. Oh, by the way, I got ghosted by that company that interviewed me again. They offered me the job, so I, was like, "Hey, are you okay to haggle the salary?" And they were like, "Sure. What were you thinking?" So I asked them for $2 more an hour because they were offering 18 an hour. I said 20 an hour because at my last job I was making almost 25 an hour. So I was like, "Hey, can I get 20 an hour?" They just didn't respond. So, like, I get it. You're busy. They said that they were running behind on some things. I get it. Whatever. But this is kind of a time sensitive thing. Especially because I told them I had another offer. And, like, if I have another offer, I probably need to give them an answer as well. They were waving the red flag proudly, and now they are sailing away. True. Back in the days, designers were not allowed to share their customers' commission products unless stated otherwise in a professional contract, but I guess the whole culture behind commission work and freelancing has long changed since then. And there's also a difference between being commissioned by a company versus being commissioned by an individual. The thing is that if a company comes to you, normally they'll say, "Hey, this product is being released on this date." And then that implies, or they would say directly, "You don't share this until then." It's still on the client's side because as someone hiring a designer, you would let them know a date that they need to wait before they can do anything with it because you gotta wait for the product or whatever to release. If it is not told to me that, because I have it in my thing, in my form, I ask, should I wait before posting this? I am gonna post it, but should I wait before posting it? And if they don't give me a specific date, I'm posting it whenever the heck I want. And I don't post everything. I know, I always get worried that someone's gonna think I didn't like their commission because I didn't post it. But it's usually because I'm either planning to post it at a later date or I posted it elsewhere, or I just didn't want to post it because maybe I posted something else. Like, I didn't post Apathena's Halloween commission because I posted the other Halloween commission because Apathena also got a headshot. So I shared Apathena's headshot, and then I shared the commission of the Halloween from someone else, so that they could both kind of have their time in the spotlight. Also, thank you for the redeem. Let me drink some water. Coldplay? It is Coldplay. All these bands that I didn't know did Christmas music. That's literally the reason I haven't done some big commissions is because I know I don't necessarily need the NDA, but I also don't have a solid release date yet, so I just have a lot of things bookmarked. That's smart. If you don't have a specific date yet, better to hold it off. And thank you for the follow. Okay, I'm getting sick of Christmas music. Sorry, Paul McCartney. We're listening to my liked songs. No! Don't search Paul McCartney theory! Jesus Christ. She never listens to me when I say her name. Never. But when I talk about something else, she does. I'm pretty sure I have, it's on a VOD, not a posted one though, unfortunately, where I was, trying to get Siri to listen to me and she just wasn't, and it was pissing me off. I actually owned some super duper posters from my dad during the Saturn B1 Apollo missions in the 1960s. Ooh, from the Chrysler of all car companies, because apparently they helped build the first stages of the rocket for NASA. Those commissioned posters never made it into the public, sadly. That's so cool! I will say the thing that's different between like hiring a company for freelance work or hiring an individual is usually individuals need to advertise using existing projects by putting stuff in their portfolio. Like it, but and also some individuals that are doing specific work, like their portfolio will have stuff, but it doesn't get publicly posted. Twitter is my portfolio. And that portfolio is showcased so that I get more clients. Did you get your split audio fixed? I did. I fixed it after we played Phasmophobia. It was just a lot of messing with settings and stuff. I can't believe I slept 11 hours. Or 12 hours, I mean. I'm a little sad by that, because I laid in bed at 11. I was like, ooh, I'm tired. That means I'm gonna wake up early. And then I just didn't. Thank you so much, Crossword. Cross-sword. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. I should start saying to people when they sub to me, thanks for helping me pay rent. Wanna help me pay rent? Subscribe now. Wanna help me pay off my student loans? Subscribe now. Okay. Leaving myself behind. After the curse, and now I am blind. For me forever. To the river. Seeking someone to avenge me. I love drawing lips. When I learned that leaving this little gap between the lip fold and the actual lip color, it became a game changer, because like no one's lip actually goes to the fold. If you look at your fold, there's usually a line of just like skin, not lip. And when I figured that out, I was like, oh my god, I solved it. I solved world hunger. Yeah, you're right. Most artists don't have big publishers and companies backing them up anymore, so they gotta advertise themselves, which is why personal commissions really need to be micromanaged by the commissioner. Communication is key after all. Yeah. Everything, like, most issues I see online when it comes to, like, discourse between artists and commissioners is communication. It's always poor communication. I've never seen someone complain about art being crappy unless miscommunication was also a part of it. They'll be like, oh, they miscommunicated with me and now my art looks bad. But it always stems down, and this is same for general human arguments as well. everything goes down to miscommunication because someone's interpretation of something said is always different than what someone else means. And it's what causes most arguments and fights and discourse. Obviously, people can be shitty people and it can not be miscommunication. But most of like the arguments I've had with friends or family, it always stems down to miscommunication. And that helped a lot with my most recent relationship was anytime we had a fight, we were really good at sitting down and talking about it because we both understood that it was a miscommunication. We would be like, oh, it would be like, you know, maybe like a couple minutes or maybe like 30 minutes of us being upset with each other. And then we'd be like, this is probably a miscommunication somewhere. Let's backtrack and figure out where it was. And 9 times out of 10, it was a miscommunication and now we feel better. It's the same with artists and commissioners. A lot of the discourse is miscommunication. People just need to communicate better. Be better at being on time with communication because, like, you can have amazing communication and then, like, take forever to reply. What is your favorite drawing that you've made? Ooh. Oh, God. What is my favorite? I think it's still currently... Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. I gotta go digging. This one. I gotta sneeze. Hang on. Bless me. Also, hello, Acacia. Miscommunication causes problems in instructions received. I will no longer communicate. Oh my god. Hope y'all are having a lovely day, fellow artists. Thank you. Yeah, this is my favorite. And thank you for the follow, Dyslexic Noodles. If you ever... Dyslexic Noodles, this is just like an idea. If you make an art-focused account, if this isn't already an art-focused account of yours, but if you ever make an art-focused account, you can name it Dyslexic Doodles. Wouldn't that be hilarious? Your main would be Dyslexic Noodles, and then your art account would be Dyslexic Doodles. It would play into the dyslexic thing, and then you'd have doodles. I'm stealing, that's my idea now. Go for it. But yeah, this is my favorite thing. This is I made this a month ago, and it's like a little sketch page, or not sketch page, it's a like character page for my OC, if you couldn't tell by my PNG tuber. The cooking. I like cooking. Well, welcome in, Dyslexic Noodles. Do you draw? Since you asked me, I'll ask you back. What's your favorite art that you've made? Feel free to drop a link or socials or whatever. Oh my god, I'm so freaking snaffly. Oh, your idol! I do have Discord. Eyes, can you drop the Discord, please? You could just call me Noodles if it's easier to say, if you don't feel like disability by disability. I'm also dyslexic, so don't worry. But yeah, I'll call you Noodles. I'm specifically left-right dyslexic, but I also struggle with like B, D, Q, P, 6, 9. Haha, funny number. Basically, if it has a circle and a line, I can't. You do such a good job at cooking, so I understand. Oh, thanks. I think you can tell now. No worries. But yeah, there's the Discord link if you want to join. You can drop your art in there as well. We also have a promo spot, so if you have any socials you want to share, you can drop it in the promo area. I heard a Spanish version of the song and I'm living for it. Oh, that must be fire. My goodness, my friggin' yes. Who? Yeah, to his girlfriend. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they've been together for apparently like a year or two, and he just name dropped her. Like, yeah, what's her name again? Nicole. He name dropped her in their most recent thing. That's so cute. I didn't know they were engaged, but I knew they were together. That's cute that they're engaged. Joe Santagato's engaged, guys. God. He's gonna also be the married one. They're both gonna. Oh, and then he's gonna have kids, and then they're both gonna have kids, and then they're not gonna do the podcast anymore. Oh my god. Okay, sorry. Joe Santagato got engaged. My sister was telling me. Thank you, White Sword Moon. Okay. My brain was like White Sword or White Sword. Thank you. No clue who is what, but good for them. We're sorry that it happened. Joe Santagato is one of the co-hosts of The Basement Yard, which is our favorite podcast. He's been name dropping with the last couple of streams. This girl he's been seeing, and so people were like, he has a girlfriend, and now he's engaged. Yay! Joe Santagato's engaged! Thank you, Eyes, for sending it. Mine now. Oh, that's who you're talking about? Yeah! I love Joe Santagato. Oh, what a good back-to-back song. Yeah, my sister came in and just said, Joe's engaged. And I'm sitting here thinking, who the hell is Joe? When I was a young boy, my father took me into the city to see a marching band. It's Jover. The savior of the broken, the beaten and the damned. Third, will you defeat them? It's a dude. I can't do the little eyelash thingy. I mean, I could, but I'm not gonna. It's gotta be smaller at least. Joe's engaged. Who? Joe Mama! That would have been hilarious. I definitely recommend Basement Yard, by the way. As someone who does not like podcasts, I listen to Basement Yard religiously. I'm back from the Discord. I sent my progress drawing. Oh, that looks sick. That looks so good. Oni Jingashi. That's so cool. Guys, check out Your Artwork channel and go look at their stuff. That's really nice. Your line work is nice. I have a friend who also streams that's currently rebranding to a Jingshi. Jingshi? Jiangxi? I don't know how to pronounce it. I've seen a couple clips if it's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, the two guys, basically. You got Joe and you got Frank. Frank has been the married one with 3 kids. Joe's been the single one with a doodle. With a golden doodle. This was the 3rd sketch. Now I just have to do the line work. Ah! That's a sketch? That's so clean. Carry on. I don't like this brush. I hate this brush. I don't hate it. I'm not vibing with it. We're starting over. I need a better brush. I'm also sweating up a storm in the sweater I'm wearing, so I might also change out of this. Oh, this is kind of nice. But if I'm going to use this, I might as well use the SU Cream Pencil. Our beloved. I also really like this brush, the Artemis Hard. I used this for a long while. But it's very angle-based. Oh, this one's kind of nice. I've seen them bicker a lot about some dumb thing Joe said. Yeah. One of them is usually being dumb. And then brush it off. What's this one? How about this one? No. What's this? Oh, it's like leopard marks. Ooh, this one's kind of nice. Nah. Hmm. Why am I struggling? Do 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 do. Do 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 do. No, I don't like that one either. SU cream pencil, our beloved, always reliable. The days grow closer, right? I think we have a month and 11 days until the next episode. Welcome back. The first sketch I do is very, very messy. The second one is to refine the shape, and the third one is to clean up and add the details. Ooh. See, I do 2 steps usually. I have a very messy liner, or very messy sketch phase, then I do a refined sketch, and then I do the line art. The second sketch is when I add the details. And the line art brings out the details even more. Living for, living for, live. Hey, boys. When in doubt, guys, SU cream pencil comes to the savior. Comes to save the day. Such a beautiful brush. I love it so much. I don't know why I ever try to leave it. To call their home. Everybody on their boat. Ooh, you use Procreate? I use Procreate sometimes. I kind of bounce between Procreate and Clip Studio Paint. It really depends on the mood, I guess. I like to use Procreate when I don't want to draw in my room. So if I'm ever traveling, or if I want to kind of draw in bed or whatever, or I like to draw outside too, then I use Procreate. I also went on a bit of a Procreate kick a few months ago where I was always drawing with Procreate. It's so sad. I just saw a Lord of the Rings Christmas sweater that is super cool, but they're out of my size. No! Do they have anything larger? You could have an oversized one. The only thing I'm trying to get better at is my coloring because I really don't enjoy as much color and then doing the sketch. That's fair. I love coloring. Liner is where I really kind of fail at. But because I always do it really messy. Mine's kind of like my liner is more like a very, very refined sketch. I can try, but I will give you a heads up that I'm not the best teacher. So I won't always be able to provide answers for what you're looking for because I'm completely self-taught. So my way of doing something might be different of your way of doing something, but I can give it a shot if there's something you want me to look at. That's what friends are for. I would get an XL and the only thing they have available is a 3X. Ooh, yeah, that's quite big compared to a large. No, it's all good. I'm totally okay just hearing someone's opinions on it. Okie dokie. Yeah, feel free to drop it whenever. Oh, Emmy! I need D to judge if my Sona's drip is cringe or not. You can never be cringe, Emmy. That's what friends are for. Thank you for the shadow eyes. The best time for updates. Maybe if I keep bullying Emmy, they'll stream again. Emmy, you used to stream. You should stream. I need more friends to support. Procreate is trying to save you from my coloring skills. How to draw a man. Give them more lines on their face. That's basically what I've learned. You gotta give the nose line, you gotta give the eye line. They need more lines. Also, something that has helped me a lot with dudes, they have much thicker eyebrows, but they also have lower eyebrows. So I could easily turn this feminine if I went with a thin, higher eyebrow, right? Like this could look like just a very tired woman. But if you make it thick and bring it low, that's a dude. That's a dude right there. If you have it basically like the eyebrow could be like almost touching as well, like the crease. That's a dude. Because that's also something I notice with like male to female transitions is they'll be so close to passing as a woman, but it's normally that they end up forgetting to adjust the eyebrows. If you thin out your eyebrows, you'll look a lot more feminine. Because you can do a lot of makeup. You could do your lips, you could do like blush, you could do mascara, and you'll still look masculine if you don't trim the eyebrows. You got to really trim them and shape them thin. And then you'll look a lot more feminine. Like eyebrows are crazy what they do to your face. They make you incredibly expression like filled with expression, but it also the thickness and the shape of your eyebrow completely changes between man and woman. There are some girls who have thicker eyebrows, but they're still higher up on the head and softer too. Men also have more straight or flat eyebrows, and women tend to have curvy. Yeah. Tell that to my eyebrows, though. My eyebrows are literally like. These are my eyebrows. They do this. Honestly, they're kind of like a triangle. They go like this. These are my eyebrows. And then I got my eye there. I hate it. I have to always end up filling this part. And then I have to like make a crease. And then I have to like shave this bottom part to actually have a freaking arch. Hello. No, I wasn't muted. Talking to my brother because he unplugged the internet. No. Oh. Unplugged the internet. That's why I got disconnected. Anywho, welcome back. Yeah. He is trying to move, like, this giant rig. Like, a massive... He has one of those, like, chairs that you can... That has, like, the steering wheel and has, like, the pedals and stuff. Like, one of those really big rigs. And he's trying to move it in his room by himself right now, but the cord for the Ethernet goes across in front of his room, so him pulling it in, it unplugged it, and now he's still trying to do it. And I'm like, dude, you can't do this by yourself. It's massive. He's like, I've asked everyone, they're not helping. I'm like, then you wait till someone can help. Because he's asking for help when my mom's in the middle of baking, my stepdad's working, my brother's napping, and I'm streaming. And then my sister can't help him because she's doing her chores at the barn. I'm like, you're asking at the wrong time. Like, you gotta ask if they can help you after dinner at a certain time. He love my brother, but he lacks some thinking skills sometimes. So I told him to stop, because if he keeps pulling it in, it's gonna keep unplugging the internet. I'm like, you're gonna have to do this later. Because he asked last night too, but when he asked last night, it was like 9 p.m. And I'm like, people are going to bed. We're not doing this at 9 p.m. So, hi, welcome back. Our ads are now going to be effed up. Just a heads up, eyes. Which means I need to go turn off Nightbot, because it fully unplugged me, right? Nightbot, I have to turn off the ad command, because it's gonna go off at a weird time now. Okay. Did you guys already go through the ads and everything? We still have the same stream time, do we? Oh, nice. It must have not fully disconnected then. I will turn the bot back on then, and we'll just see how it works. Because I set it up so that stream doesn't automatically turn off. You missed my internet disconnecting. That's it. My internet shut off. But yeah. I had turned on a setting in Twitch that makes it so that it gives me a few minutes when I disconnect, so that it doesn't fully stop everything. So glad to see it's working. That's the first internet disconnection that I've had in a while, because I've been very fortunate with my Ethernet setup. It just was my brother unplugging it. Time for ice cream. Ooh. I literally just drank some water. Thank you, Ruli. I love drawing eyebrows. My iPad doesn't really like me, so I can only send one drawing that I can give you a sample for my coloring skills. Okie dokie. Did you post it in the artwork channel? Or are you gonna send it over the chat? Sent it in the Discord? Okay, this devil girl, I assume? Ooh. She's like a ghost you found. Yeah, let me open it up. That's not it. Discord, I hit copy. Which means when I hit paste, it should bring me the thing. I hate Discord's copy, because you'll be like, copy, and then it's like, no, you didn't. So is there a specific style you're going for? Like, is there an artist that inspires you that you, like, really like their shading? Because personally, I really like how clean this looks. The only thing... Do I know this guy? No, I don't. So, for this, the only thing that I could possibly say for it, do you know... Oh, this gay. This guy? No, I don't. If you want to drop their socials, like their Twitter or something, then I can quickly scroll through. Looking at this, though, like, it looks really clean, and I like it. The only thing would be making her blend more into the surroundings, because with the white outline, it's a sticker effect, is what I like to call it. When you do white outlining, it usually ends up creating an effect like it's a sticker. I gotta drink some water. So, there's an artist that draws the characters in the game. Ah. Yeah, no, I've not heard of that. But honestly, the only recommendation would be because I know that, like, what you were going for was, like, a ghost or a demon that was found in an abandoned place. Like, and I get that across. That's a flashlight shone on them, which looks really, really cool. I'd say the sticker effect makes it look more like you found a sticker. That would be my only thing. I think that the white outline works if you have a character on a very simple background, but when you have a detailed background, it usually ends up making it look a bit too cartoony compared to the background. So what I would probably do would be remove the white outline and do a black outline instead to make her pop out. Let's see if it will let me do that. I know because it has, like... Ooh, okay. It's letting me get it. If you do a black outline with a detailed background, she will still pop out against it without looking like you found a sticker. So we'll do black. And it doesn't even necessarily need to be a black outline either, because obviously it looks like it's too dark, but something that's just like, oh, it didn't grab that chunk. Oh my god, it didn't grab these little chunks. Thank you, magic wand tool. Okay. So black outline, but we could change it to be, we'll take the darkest point on the character and make it slightly darker. And you can even do it so that, like, maybe it's a bit more black where the light isn't hitting. And then where the light is hitting. Like, you don't have to do only one color. You could do it like that. So it's a little bit lighter, more where the light is hitting. And then I have the outline darker where the light isn't hitting. And then a bit neutral everywhere else. Because you don't need your outline to be one color. You can make it a gradient, which is what I did here. Because here's it all being black. And here is adding a little bit of, like, lightness in the center to make it more like the flashlight's hitting her there. The white outline, like, it works for some drawings, and it looks cute on her. I think that the white outline would be really good if you had a simple background. But I think for this, the dark outline definitely makes her look like she's more in that room. So now also the background is something I took from the internet since I can't draw backgrounds. That's totally valid. That's totally valid. But since you did take a background that already exists, you gotta try to work with it, you know? You can't pretend that it's something else. You gotta work with what you got. And because you have a very blue room with lots of detail, you want to try to make the outline not super bright. You want to match the blue tones. And, like, personally, I don't know if you feel this way. This is my personal take. I think that with the darker outline, she looks like she's in the room. And she still pops out, like, you can still see her form and everything. But again, that's my take. I'm not the best teacher. I don't ever know what I'm talking about. So, but that's my take. Of everything else though, like I like that you're not using a lot of shading with your character. It goes really well with your line art. You're just speaking in the heart and that is the best teacher. Yeah. For my preference and how my eyes are reading it, that's kind of how like I teach is it can my eyes understand what I'm looking at and what was the first thought I had when I looked at it. When I first looked at it, I thought sticker because of white outline. And so that's why I focused on that. I remember trying to do lessons before and I made someone cry. Not cry, but they got really upset with me and then I stopped doing lessons after that. Cuz they gave me a drawing and it was pixel art and I don't know anything about pixel art. And what I should have done is I should have just told them this is out of my expertise. I do not know anything about pixel art. But instead I tried to help them with anatomy and then they ended up getting upset. And I felt so bad. I'm definitely gonna try to take some more time with my coloring. Yeah, taking time definitely helps. The more you think about it, because like you think a lot about like your details and stuff, which I can see. You had rips in her dress, which implied, you know, like she's been there a while. She's got the messy hair. She looks tired. Like the details you have in the line work are there. Now you need to put the same effort and thought into your coloring as well. Like other details that you could add to her are since her dress is torn, maybe you could have added some patchwork onto her dress, make it look even more worn down. Maybe you could have added some loose strands of string coming off of it. Maybe you could have made it thinner in the parts that are ripped because when things get ripped, they lose some of their like fabric and they get thinner. And so you can do that with coloring as well by kind of making like the skin color show through and doing an opacity a bit more. With her body, you could have added some dirt marks, maybe. You could have made her feet really dirty as if they were walking in that dirty room. Maybe blood if she's dead. So yeah, thinking about color the same way you do about the details on outfits. Yeah, I'm not the best at like teaching on the spot. I'm really good at teaching like tips and tricks I've learned, like adding more lines to a dude's face to make them look more masculine, or how I leave a gap between the lip color and the actual lip fold when I draw. Or that your foot is the same length as your forearm. That's a fun one. That one always baffles people. They're like, wait, no, it's not. And I'm like, yes, it is. It is the same length as your forearm. Something I really struggle with is getting eyes to look 3D. Satisfied. Mm. Thank you for the follow, Deadboon. Oh, right. I forgot to fix the hay on that. Because the hay totally warns me about it. Let me fix that. Why, oh why is it saying hay? Kitty! Okay, I'll give her a treat in 1 second. Kitty! We're gonna check jump scare. Channel points, jump scare. Just has the boo. I think visual and sounds. Yeah, it just has spook. Okay, so we'll go and check where it used to be, which I think was in the channel point alerts. I don't want it for jump scare. How do I remove jump scare off the list? Okay, we'll do it for hello. And save changes. Jump scare should work fine now, but the hay will only go off with hello now. Unless I could duplicate it. How do I duplicate? No. Okay. Now the hay shouldn't go off anymore for that. Okay, give Matcha a treat. Matcha? Do you want a treat? You want a treat? Yeah? Maria? Oh, she is excited for a treat. I'm gonna teach her the word treat. She has eaten the treat. Make sure she has food and water. She just needed a top up of water. I realized I didn't check this morning when I woke up. She still has lots of food though. I gotta say, I normally don't recommend graze feeding for cats because they can get really fat. But graze feeding has been working for Matcha really well. She manages her hunger very well, which makes me happy. Because when I let her graze feed, she doesn't eat it all in one sitting. And I normally only need to fill the bowl once a day. I was looking at my older drawings and realized how much confidence I had compared to now, where I'm way better artist, but I don't have the same confidence. I can totally understand that. I think a lot, I mean, even my coloring was a little bit better. Do you find yourself comparing a lot these days? Because I know when I was younger, when I wasn't on social media, I drew endlessly, so creatively, never running out of ideas. And like I could draw forever and ever, which I've recently brought back that feeling, which makes me really happy. But there was a time when I was on social media where all my creativity left as I was getting older and older and the more I was on social media. And it was because I kept looking at other artists and I would get upset and I'd be like, how do I get as big as them, or how do I be as good as them? And it made me feel like I put myself in my own cage. I don't know if that's what's happened with you, but it can definitely be, age has a thing to do with it. As you get older, you lose a lot of creativity. Um for me, a way that I brought it back was I started drawing absolute nonsense. Like this is a weird one, but I was doing a flesh shading ball. Like, you know, when you practice shading, you draw like a sphere. I was practicing coloring skin, and then I made it wrinkly, and then I gave it an eye, and then I made it look like an eyeball ball sack. And that was the first bit of like creativity where I was like, oh, I can draw whatever the fuck I want. And I've drawn my friends pregnant. I drew one of them from, I don't know if you know anything about Final Fantasy, but I drew their Final Fantasy character pregnant, and I drew the enemy, like the main villain, as a fetus in their belly. Drawing those crazy ass things helped my creativity come back. Free will, my friend. Realizing you have free will help you be as confident. My mom called me, but it's more on the lines of I think I draw a lot more back then compared to now. Yeah. Mainly because I'll be working a lot and also play games as well. Then that it's definitely like I said, like age. Because when you get older, you get more responsibilities, you get less free time. And so you end up spending that free time doing things that are more relaxing. And if drawing is bringing any stress, then games are usually the go-to. And so the less time you have, the less creative you become. Because you're stressing about other stuff too. Like bills and how you're going to get to work the next day and what you're going to eat for dinner. Don't even get me started on games. I think it's easier for me to sit down and play games and actually draw, and I hate that because my art was and always will be my passion. Yeah, I had that. I was in that exact same position a few years ago where I was gaming way more than I was drawing. And for me also, gaming is a form of creativity as well. And so the more games you play, the more you're getting your creativity out in those games. For me, a lot of the games I like to play are like Minecraft and survival building games. So when I'm building, I'm using my creativity to make my base. And then I have no creativity left for drawing. So I find that the more I draw, the less I game. The more I game, the less I draw. That's what I've noticed. And so, like, right now, the only time I play games are on Wednesdays when I'm playing with the community. I've hardly been playing games otherwise. But that's my experience with it. I get out my creativity playing games. You're using your brain a lot. And so you don't save a lot of that power for your art. So it's not necessarily that you got worse over time. It's just that you're using your remaining energy on a different hobby. And that's okay. It's okay for you to have it on a different hobby. When you were younger, you had a lot more time, so you could do all of your hobbies with no stress. As an adult, you have allotted time, and that time never feels like enough. And so when you play games, that means you're not drawing. And that's okay. I play a lot of different games, mainly stuff like really difficult games like Dark Souls, but the games I play most are Zenless Zone Zero and Marvel Rivals. Ooh, I want to try to learn Marvel Rivals. I keep saying that. Every time someone brings it up, I'm like, I want to learn how to play. And I have people who are like, okay, let me know when you want to learn and we'll teach you. And then I just never do. I feel cold out. Yeah, those are the things that Marin threw into. Have you played Hollow Knight? Hollow Knight is Dark Souls, but in platform form. Like, it's a platform game with Dark Souls difficulty. Yeah, I know it's still open. Yeah, D, when are we gonna play games? Okay, you know what? You know what? No, okay. So one of the co-op nights, one of the game nights on Wednesday, we can do Overwatch or we can do... Oh, but Eyes, why are you busy on Wednesday, Eyes? Stop being busy on Wednesdays. Let me know a Wednesday that you're free and we'll do Overwatch for the game night. Just not next Wednesday, because next Wednesday is the peak update. I will clear a day just for you. Yay! Let me know what day, and I'll make sure that day is an Overwatch day. Yeah, Twiggy too! Yeah, next week we're playing Peak, Emmy. I'm so excited. There's a new update with a new biome. Oh, right, you can't join the evening streams. I will put time aside for you, Marinth, on a Saturday. Or like a Sunday. Maybe I could try adding an additional stream in the week. I started with 2 streams because I know I had like 4 streams planned a week. And then I was like, that's going to be overwhelming for myself. So I cut it down to 2. But I could probably make like Sunday morning another game night. Have you played the new Repo update? I haven't. I've hardly had time to play games. I played Repo right before they dropped the update. Maybe I'll play it tonight. Anyone want to play Repo tonight? It wouldn't just be for you, Marin. There would also be an additional day to play games too. Because I set aside like no time for games. And I end up working on Sundays because I end up being free and have nothing to do. Okay, tonight we'll play Peak. Or not Peak, I meant Repo. We'll play Repo tonight. After dinner. Platypus Patterson! I love your username. That is so cute. We could for sure get Twiggy in. Okay. Yeah, Marin. So it could be Emmy, me. Okay, we'll have to use the mod that lets us play with more than 4. I'm down for that though. If everyone has the mod to play with more than 4. This song always sounds like that one song, like at the start from oh, is it 6? You know what? I keep forgetting Repo is 6. Because like every other game is always 4. Honestly, what's been helping me get motivated to draw is doing drones for characters that I like. The next new update for Zenless Zone Zero has a character that I really like that I'm working on fan art. She's called Yadari. She's basically OCTO mommy. That's so cool. That's like one of the best ways. That was, I used to say to my friend all the time, I would be like, man, I need a fandom. Because how I used to draw all the time was fandoms. I was always drawing fandoms. Fandom characters. I was super into Undertale at the time. Undertale, and Avatar The Last Airbender. And so I was drawing characters. Oh, and Zelda. So I was drawing characters all the time. It was constant fan art. And I think that's also what helped me draw again. Is now, for me, I'm always drawing VTubers. Fucking love VTubers. I don't even watch VTubers. I just like their designs. Will I wonder if I could draw a whole drawing by just doing like a black circle and then using the smudge tool. Like, here's a moon. Now let me try and do a face. Really free. I don't know why I'm doing this. Yeah. I'm just using the smudge tool right now, by the way. Here. Try and draw my OC. You guys ever just wanted to draw with the smudge tool? Free will, motherfucker. I remember someone said in one of my last streams that I had like a lot of control with the liquefy tool. I guess this would be a good way to practice. I also used to love fandoms. Now I don't like fandoms, but I like the people, like the topic, just not the people that are in the fandom. Yes. You like the game, you don't like the community. Or you like the show, you don't like the community. Fandom communities suck. The only fandom community that's good is Avatar: The Last Airbender. I think that's the only one that doesn't have, like, crazy beef other than Zuko should have ended up with Katara. Okay, here's a face silhouette using just the smudge tool. Don't let your dreams be memes. Supposed to be. Yeah, like, I really enjoy Star Wars, but talking to other fans is pretty overbearing. Yeah, I can imagine. Twiggy said she wants to play with us later? Hell yeah. We got 5 then. And I can pick up a 6th, so that's 6 of us. Yeah, because, hang on. Let me make sure I did math right. Emmy. Me. Marinth. Eyes. Twig. Wait. Emmy? Wait, hang on. I gotta do it again. Emmy. Eyes. Marinth. Twig. Me. Okay, so we actually have space for one more because I'll bring in Logan. So we have space for one more then. Was there someone else who said they wanted to join? I don't remember. If you don't mind me ranting, but I absolutely despise anyone that automatically puts someone in the category of the fandom when they just say that they like a certain thing. Oh, yeah. I agree. Like, when I say that I like Undertale or Steven Universe, I don't want people to think I'm one of those. One of those Undertale or Steven Universe fans. Or like FNAF. Yeah, the ones that have like really toxic communities. It's like, don't automatically assume I'm one of them. I am just someone who enjoys it. Now, I totally get what you mean. I should ask, since it will be late in the night for me and the walls are thin, is it fine if I stick to using text? Yeah, go for it. The only reason why I ask for VC to be used when I'm streaming is because I want people to be able to hear everyone, and I would hate if I was the only one talking and then everyone else was using their mics or using typing. But it also makes communicating easier. But in free time, I am totally cool with anyone joining. And also not allowed to like other things. You can like as much as you want to like. Yeah, I agree with this. I shall leave the yapping to the others. Works for me. Damn, I never get to hear Marin's voice. Forever a mystery. Have I ever heard your voice? I don't remember. I feel like I haven't. You have not heard my voice, no, luckily. What do you mean, luckily? Our judges are just professional yappers. Hell yeah. I'm still going to check if some of the mods work to see if we can get outfits or not. Okay. I have the thing to install the mods, so just send me the, like... is it a code you send? I forget. Just send me what I need to get. Are you okay to host it, Eyes? Because if we do the mods, then you would just be able to give people a code, right? Which I'm sad that they haven't, like, put that into the game yet. Just make it code-based. I don't want to have to add everyone as a friend. Yeah, I can, but I'll have to invite Marin. Okay. But you'll have to... Okay, yeah, I can. Marin, do I have you on Steam? If not, send me your Steam code. Might be a thing that you might hear someday on a morning stream, though. But doubt it. Morning voice, Marin? I guess for you it wouldn't be morning, it would be midday. Hi, Matcha. Why are you there? I felt her tail on my leg. It freaked me out for a second. Oh, I think the bread is ready. It smells so good. Speaking of bread, where's Bob? Why is Bob not here? Disappointed. I'm disappointed in Bob. You want to see one of my old drawings? Yeah, go for it. Sometimes I feel my accent come out. Go for it. Sorry. Buy a bag of bagels. Beg for a bag of bagels. I think I'm doing a good job at making this guy look manly. Beg. Beg for bag bagels. Ralsei. That's cute. Okay. I like the newer one more. I think that confidence shines through in both of them personally. But I think I like the second one more. Like, not the second, the first one. The one of the demon girl. I don't know why I said second. think because I clicked on it second. Thank you, Marin, for the friend code. I'll add you after. And we'll probably play... Are you guys cool to play at, like, 8 p.m. EST? That's usually the, like, safest time for me to play, if you couldn't tell by me hosting everything at 8 p.m. EST. But if you guys are down to play at that time... Because I do dinner around 5 and 6, and then I spend time with my family until, like, 7. I'm very flattered, not gonna lie, that kind of helped me, because now I see what you mean. Do you know when you need someone to tell you something that you need to hear? Yeah, that's totally valid. Yeah, I think that your newer one has a lot more energy in it. The pose is a lot more lively. I like the newer one more. As one for me, yeah, should work. Okay, Marith, just don't kill yourself. All right, Mom. Oh, my mom's gonna think I called for her. 4:30 a.m. for you now, or 4:30 for you when we're playing the game? Oh no, I just lost the game. Sorry, guys. Why are you up at 4:30 in the morning? Suddenly D-Mom thundering up the steps. Actually be down the steps, I'm in the basement. Hello, Banana Council! What does the council deem about bananas today? So we got ads coming up. Did the ad thing work? It did. Cool. My peaceful lurk ruined! You lost the game. Very scrumptious? Agreed. I think I'm kind of allergic to them, though. You slept at 7 a.m.? I guess it's a reasonable time to be up then. That thing worked, Eyes. You're good. And you did that code wrong. You're fired. Anyways, I have to head out. It was lovely meeting y'all, and next time I come back, I will show you more progress. Ooh. You have a good day, too. I'll talk to you in the Discord more if you hang around. I'll catch you next stream. Bye! Oh, she brought her mouse into the bed. She has a little blue mouse plush. And she brought it into the bed. Matcha, is that your toy? What a cutie. Matcha, is that a toy? Yeah. Kind of allergic to eggs? Ooh. Spinning Poma is 34 frames? Ooh. You made it look so good. If you end up finishing it with colors, I'm putting it on my character ref for him because that's a perfect turnaround for people to use as reference. I'm gonna go give Matcha kisses. She looks so cute. Here. Doesn't love me. Like, I can still eat it, but my throat gets a little itchy. Yeah, that's exactly me with bananas and with snap peas. I can eat them, but then my throat gets a little itchy in my tongue. I'm asking for printer ink for Christmas so that I can print out the kissing commission you got for me and Letty eyes. I want to print it out so bad. Welcome back, Yuki. And I want to put the eyes on a different layer because they bounce too much for me. Do you think they bounce too much? I love them. Gotta go look at it again. Nah, they don't bounce too much. I love them. I love them. I love every bit of it. I love it so much. Probably stared too long. If you finish him, he's going with the, you see the little fishing one? Reem did that one. Yours would also go probably, oh, where would I put him? Where would I put him? I would probably replace my other Puma. The one that's next to the little, like, information widget. I would probably put him next to that. I want every Puma on my screen. Oh my god, I should do the one that Bob made me. Hang on. It's like the Hall of Poma. I'm gonna have to make a folder that's just called Pumas. I want to do a jumping one. Oh, that would be so cute. Okay. Add image. Puma by Bob. So cute. I love Puma so much. Oh my god, can I stack him? Stack. It's a Puma stack! Oh my god. Okay, I gotta do a folder called Pomas. Doing animation practice study. That's what, well, your animation skills are really good, just from that turnaround. Okay, Poma by Bob. We got the one by Reem. And then we got my Poma. And then we'll just bring these down underneath the alerts. There we go. Pomas! They're so cute! I think I started during one of your streams. That's so awesome. I'm so glad you guys like Poma so much to draw him. He's just a friendly little guy. He just wants to share his love with the world and bite people. Are there any other transparent Pomas? Because it's the transparent ones I want to add. Because I can't put an entire image, unfortunately. Poma the ankle biter. I'm scrolling through. I don't think there's any other transparent Pomas. The other Pomas are like in a part of a piece. I send to Reem that Poma has a friend. Well, we had a lot of people join the Discord while I was streaming. My first time ever drawing a pompadour. I leave for one moment and suddenly we got another Poma. Yeah, he's duplicating. Oh, and another one I want to do is Growling Poma. Oh my god, that would be so cute. I'm afraid if I leave again, there will be another one. They multiply like cells. I need to come up with a name for the species. What should the Poma species be called? Is mitochondria their powerhouse? Hell yeah. Hi, Chu. My creator. Thank you for the follow. Poshies? Oh, that's kind of a cute name. Like Pomeranian and sushi. Sushiba? Oh, it's not a Shiba though. He's a Pomeranian. But Sushiba is a really cute name. I do like Poshi. Sushiba is such a genius name, though. Good luck on your workday. I'd be lurking because I have to work on my own comms. Okie dokie. Good luck with your comms. Did I'm Barkiri? Ah, Barkiri is a good one too. You guys are so much smarter than I am. You guys got really good ideas. I feel like this song is perfect for this character. Did I really do this on the same fucking layer? I'm insane. Why would I do that? That's fine, because I always make my liner one layer anyways, but good lord, that could have gone really bad if I fucked up. I love this song. Have you seen the opening it goes with? I have. I watched the entire show. Well, actually, no, I didn't watch the latest season. I wonder if they would be like hermit crabs, like line up and do a sushi swap. Oh my god. That was actually a really cute idea too. What the heck? Hello, engineer. How are you? I had to babysit a bonfire until 3 a.m. for a Halloween birthday party. Ooh, happy. Was it your birthday or was it someone else's birthday? How about you, friend? I'm doing good. I went to bed early last night after watching some Over Their Garden Wall with the community and drank some beer and ate some McDonald's. Someone else's birthday? I was a designated sober person. Oh, my condolences. Unless that's what you're into. I went out to the liquor store, got me, my brother, and my sister some drinks, and ate McDonald's and watched a show. And I only had the one beer, so I'm not like hungover or anything. I slept like a baby though. I slept 12 hours. Your night sounds infinitely better. I've never had beer that I've liked before, but Corona with McDonald's was actually a fire combination. I got the beer for my brother. Given and brew. Beer McDonald's sounds American. Probably. It was delicious though, not gonna lie. I agree, beer sucks in general. That's why I have to watch myself. I like things like whiskey and vodka and tequila usually. You Canadians have good whiskey. We do. We have amazing whiskey. Maple whiskey, especially. We got good whiskey, and I really like our vodka. Our beer apparently is also way better than American beer. They have beer at KFC in Korea. Oh my god, that sounds amazing. Hi, Angie. Is it Angie or Angie? Angie, I'm doing good. How are you doing? And welcome in. Toothache? Oof. Hopefully that resolves pretty quickly. Toothaches are so freaking annoying. It's not fair to say that about American beer. You have domestics, typically suck, and generic, and crafts, which are vary by city and bar. They're actually very good. Fair. I just know that, like, one of the stereotypes for Canadian is we have amazing beer. I've not tried American beer, I just know the Canadian stereotype of we have really good whiskey, we have really good beer, and we have very good maple syrup. This line art's actually looking pretty fire. Christmas already? Hell yeah! Merry Christmas, everyone! Merry Christmas! Yo ho ho! Your syrup slaps and your manners make me swoon. Just don't go to Toronto. Toronto is where all the manners leave. When is your art not fire? Thanks. You know what? I almost forgot. I almost forgot the eyelash. No, one more week. No. Your name. You literally have peppermint in your name. How can you be against Christmas? Christmas and peppermint go together. It's Christmas time. Yeah, Christmas over Halloween. I agree. Halloween has its charm, but Christmas brings me a joy in which I cannot explain. Don't question my logic. I'm questioning it. You can't have the name Peppermint Puddin' and be like, no, not Christmas yet. Halloween over Christmas? Nah. Nah, I'm sorry. As a black cat owner, something that really annoys me is people are like, oh, wow, you must really like Halloween to have a black cat. And I'm like, no, I like black cats because their personalities are pretty great. Every black cat I've met has been super sweet, including the black cat I now own. We have Hot Summer Christmas here. Oh, ew. You know, that's valid. That's super valid. If I had Christmas in the summer, I would not like it as much, I will admit. A big thing for Christmas for me, especially as a Canadian, is I adore having snow. Black cats are known for being sweet. I have one and can confirm. Yeah, black cats. I met two before getting my own, and both of them were super affectionate. I like them about the same, but I don't like winter, so Halloween is better for me since I like fall. That's fair. Winter's my favorite season. Winter is my absolute favorite season, and that's a big reason why I love Christmas. Another thing, too, is I'm pretty sure almost every single Halloween it's rained here. It rained this Halloween. It rained last Halloween. It just makes the outdoor activity of Halloween completely null and void. The parties are fun. I like Halloween parties. And as someone who loves horror, I love watching the horror movies and all the spooky vibes. But Christmas brings me a joy as if I'm a kid again. And for a while, well, aren't you just crazy? Winter being famous season equals crazy. No, winter is the best. Summer can suck it. Fall and spring are both good for their own reasons. Ooh, barbecues for Christmas. That sounds good. For the longest time, I was Halloween over. Hello, Macho. What do you need? For the longest time, I was Halloween over Christmas. But that was because I was liking Christmas for the wrong reason. As I was getting older, I was like, what the heck? Why am I getting less presents as an adult? And then I was like, why am I liking Christmas for the presents? That's because Canada doesn't get summer. You guys get spring plus. No, we get summer. We are reaching 45-degree heat in the summer, which I think is 110 Fahrenheit, roughly. We get summer, and it sucks, and it's humid, and it's disgusting. And we're built for the winter, so summer sucks even more because we can't fucking survive. Yeah, summer is exhausting. I like that I can dress up cuter, but I'm outside less. You get 45°C? Yeah. We actually broke the record a couple years ago for hottest temperature in Canada, which was 50 to 55. That was through Alberta and Alberta and the rest of the West. The rest of the West. And I don't know why. Yeah, we got upwards to 55. That was 3 or 4 years ago. That is warmer than the Canary Islands in the summer. Yeah, it was it's not our usual, but it broke a world record for how hot it got in Canada. Let's see. World record heat, Canada. It was 50 in 2021. Yeah, 49.6 exactly. We did not get to 55. We got to 50 almost. June 29th, 2021. I remember having friends who lived over there that were like, we're dying. Everything's on fire. We can't even turn on our computers because everything is overheating. Nothing has matched Mississippi summers in my life. The American West, where temps get to 115 to 120 at peak hours, is easier than Mississippi because humidity sucks. Yeah, Canada has really bad humidity, especially where I live, because I live in the swamp area. And it's horrible. Because I live in the middle of where all the Great Lakes are. So, like, if you look at the Great Lakes, there's, like, that tail that goes in from Canada into the States. I live in that tail. We're surrounded by water on every direction. And there's so many smaller lakes and rivers because of those big lakes. So, yeah, it melting. Does that make you a lake goddess? More like a lake gremlin. Not doxing yourself, I hope. There are 3 million people in this little tail. I think I'll be okay. There's more than 3 million. How many people live in Ontario? It's where everyone in Ontario lives. No one lives North Ontario. Ontario pop. 14 million. So if you can find me in the 14 million people in the tail of Ontario, in the entirety of Ontario, I guess. The thing, too, people don't realize how big Canada's provinces are. That's like, Ontario is almost 2 times larger than Texas. And Texas is the biggest state in the US, as far as I'm aware. But Ontario is almost double the size, and we only live in the tail of it. Booking flights. I remember when Logan was guessing where I lived, he dropped a pin like right above Lake Superior, and I laughed at him. I said, "You want to know who fucking lives there? Animals. Animals live there. No one lives there. Why are you dropping a pin there?" He's like, "I don't know." And I'm like, "No one lives there." Alaska is massively underdeveloped, but way larger than Texas. Texas is number 2. Oh, true. You guys have Alaska. Yeah, Alaska being underdeveloped is like the summary of Canada as well. For our population of our entire country is equivalent to the population of California, and it's because Canada is mostly untouched. It's unlivable and protected. We all live along the border, and if you go above the border, you're either a scientist, a Native American, or you are up there for crazy reasons. Because there's nothing up there. There's animals and land and beauty. It's freaking gorgeous. But a lot of it is people who live up there for like cottages, but like you can't actually live up there. A Native American scientist? I mean, sure. That would be cool as hell. Sounds peaceful? Not really. Because for you to live somewhere, you have to live where everyone else is living. We are so condensed into these tiny little areas. So it's overly crowded, overly populated. Our housing crisis is horrible, and it's impossible to get a job here. I thought you were gonna say you're either a scientist or a psychopath, basically. Or a crazy Native American scientist. Let's see, because the Canada pop is currently 40 million. California pop is 39 million. We have the tiniest bit more than California. So imagine the entirety of California in Canada, the second biggest country in the world. There's not a lot of us, but we are condensed in like 3 spots. We're either in Edmonton, Calgary area, but they're within hours of each other, Toronto, or Vancouver. Then you have people speckled about otherwise. That horror movies with a house in the woods would make more sense in Canada instead of America. A lot of horror movies would do better if they were based in Canada, because you truly would not find anyone in the woods. And we have Wendigos. The lore of the Wendigo is based in Ontario, specifically, actually. Fear the Canadian herd. But yeah, I don't care that people know that I live in Ontario. Some people even know that I live near Toronto. That's fine. Good luck fucking finding me. Don't actually try, or I will block and ban you. But, yeah. And I gave that away when I told people that I live near where VGen's office is. Like, I'm not too far from their office in terms of driving. Wendigos are terrifying? Yes, they are. Also, a Canadian horror movie skips the question of why don't he just shoot them with a gun? Exactly. Yeah, Wendigos are peak monsters. They are. There's actually a Canada mod pack for Minecraft that adds Wendigos. Neighborhood. Okay, we gotta do the earrings. If you wanted to find you, I'd tell you where I am, and then the decision is yours. I mean, I don't know where you are now, but I know generally what part of the country you're in. It's so much info. I like to info dump. Hi, welcome. I'm autistic. I don't shut up and I overshare. I don't know social cues. Actually, I do pretty good with social cues. I don't do good with some jokes though. Some jokes just fucking go over my head. I struggle more with the fascination of something. Like when you know how there's like different autistics? There's the autistic that likes trains, there's dinosaur autistic, and I'm fish autistic. I'm fish and dinosaur autistic. As a kid, sea dinosaurs were what I was really into. I even had a game for the Wii called Sea Monsters, where you would play as the evolution from a horseshoe crab to different creatures. IMD. I'm 20x years old, and have I told you about horseshoe crabs? The timing with that. No shot, you know where I am right now. I've moved a lot since we had mutual friends. I don't know. Maybe Logan keeps tabs on you. I could just ask him. You like marine too? I like marine. I wanted to go to school to be a marine biologist, but I think I would do better in therapy, so I kind of want to go for recreational therapist. Because science and numbers kind of stresses me out. But I love fish. Echolalia gets me bad. Ooh. Yeah, echolalia is something my brother struggles with. I kind of do it. I like popping. If someone starts popping, I start popping too. I have a really bad stim that's really painful, which is I'm doing it right now. When I sit in a chair, I rock back and forth. I look like a psychopath. And it hurts. I can't stop it. And sometimes I don't even realize I'm doing it. Heard that for a second as I wanted to be a marine biologist, but I felt therapy was better for me. Girl, you can be a marine biologist and still go to therapy. That's hilarious. No, I want to be a recreational therapist. That's what I want my career to be. I want to go back to school for it. That's hilarious. That's what I heard too. No, I meant like for a job. My God. Popular Mechanics just had an article about whale communication being decoded. Ooh, a whale therapist. That would be sick. How are you feeling today? Ooh. And how does that affect your day to day? Ooh. I see. Do you find yourself wailing a lot? Ooh. I just learned the meaning of echolalia, which I have. Yeah, echolalia is when you mimic people. You're like an echo. It's a big thing with autism. How does that make you? Ooh. I'm like Dory. How are you feeling? Ooh. I'm sorry, I'm so annoying. I guess you guys could leave if you really wanted to. I'm sure some people did. Autism and ADHD. Yep, that's my combo. I found my people. I'm diagnosed ADHD. I have yet to be diagnosed for autism, but when I said to my family, I was like, I want to get tested for autism. I think I have it. They all fucking stared at me and went, you don't need to get tested. You have autism. And they're like, okay, you're gonna get tested and then what? We already know you're autistic. And I'm like, I don't like saying I'm autistic without the diagnosis. And that's why I don't have it in my tags. I have ADHD tag because I'm diagnosed with it. But I never got tested for autism. And my ADHD is gonna put off getting tested for autism for the next 4 to 5 business years. 28 people watching the stream says otherwise. Okay, I got my mod pack to work. We'll see if we run into any problems later. Okie dokie. My friend recently just comes to me and goes, pom pom pom. Oh my God. Oh, we could call Poma pom pom. So I have a habit of organizing. Is that ADHD? That's actually a type of OCD, actually. Which it can be a side effect of ADHD. Because, like, ADHD often stems into OCD. There's POCD, which is personality OCD or personal OCD, one of the two, which means that you like to be in control more. Which means, let's say, for example, you're in the kitchen with someone and you're both cooking or baking. And the other person is not doing it how you'd like it, so you try to take control and try to lead because you want it done your way. That's POCD. Then organizing and obsessive changing of your room it's a different type of OCD. It's not regular OCD because regular OCD is when you need to do something a certain way or you feel like something bad's gonna happen. But there is an organizing OCD where you must clean and change things regularly to feel comfortable. Bye, Marion. Thanks for hanging. But ADHD definitely helps with that and enhances it. Like yesterday, I was watching Over the Garden Wall, drinking some beer and eating McDonald's, and then suddenly I was like, I'm gonna reorganize my room. My mom does that too. Once a month, it's kind of a joke in our family. Once a month, my mom will change around the living room. Like, she'll completely move the couch and TV and everything. And the thing too, so I have an older brother, and then I have two half siblings who are younger than me. 3 a.m. bedroom shift, exactly. And so me and my younger siblings do not share a father, we only share our mother. And we all have been tested and diagnosed for types of ADHD, autism, and OCD. All of us. And we're all like, Mom, that means you have it. It's a hereditary thing. That means you have it. She's like, I don't have it. And we're like, either you have it or you just so happened to have kids with 2 ADHD, autism people. But neither, like, while they kind of show traits for it, my mom is must be the Tylenol. My mom took lots of Tylenol when she was pregnant. My mom 100% has ADHD and POCD. POCD 100%. Because she used to, like, if you don't do something her way, she would get very stressed out. And my sister, too. I'm, like, confident she has POCD. My younger brother has regular OCD. Things need to be a certain way. And he struggles with textures and stuff, too. And then for me, I struggle with textures, but not the same way. For me, it's clothing more so. But I struggle more with time management and memory. My memory is shit. I will be talking, and then the second my mouth closes, I forget what I'm talking about. Like, I forget the entire conversation. I just smacked my microphone. Must be a dominant gene from your mother. Yeah. Very dominant. Yeah. So we're all flavored quite nicely. Thank you, Mother, for the flavor. I realized I should be drawing. Wait, autism affects memory? No, ADHD does. ADHD affects memory. You struggle more with memory loss. Because basically what your brain does is it will take whatever information it's stored and it puts it in like a locked box. You're not and you lost the key. So you're not getting back into that. You can if you try peeking in, but it's horrible. I always thought that was just brain fog. It can be. So the thing with ADHD is it's a spectrum. Some people can have these symptoms and not be ADHD. I'm going to the mall. Bye. Bye. Have fun. Buy me something nice. Both autism and ADHD are a spectrum. And people can have can have things that are a side effect and not have ADHD or autism. You can just have brain fog. But if that brain fog is happening daily and is affecting your life to like your daily life to a point where you can't get anything done, then that's when you know it's an actual thing causing it. Because brain fog can just be a bad day. It can be you are a little bit forgetful because you like to have things done a certain way and something got changed. For me, it's that every single day I'm forgetting. I can only retain memory for so long on a daily basis. It's a daily struggle. Say with my time management, it's a daily struggle. No matter how many things I've done to try to fix it, it isn't being fixed. And it's not because what I'm doing is wrong. It's because my brain is missing chemicals and missing parts in the brain. So it all depends. The more severe it is, the more likely you do have ADHD. When I got tested for ADHD, my doctor said to me, wow, you're the most positive I've ever seen for ADHD. I had check marks all across the board. So if you're ever unsure, you can always just ask for a diagnosis. But if it's not affecting your day-to-day, you don't need to either. I have some pretty good management for a lot of my stuff. I have bad days though, and those are the days that I would want to have meds. And so I've been considering talking to my doctor about getting the meds that I don't take daily, but instead meds that I take when I need them. Because then I'd be able to take those when I'm having a bad day. Because most days, I'm fine. I self-diagnosed. I had too many cortisol and always peeing more when stressed. I think that's a pretty normal thing, but also I can't really say much. I refused to get tested. I did an online one and had a big number. Refused to get it officially? Why don't you want to get it officially? For me, I put it off for a long time. It was my first mental breakdown I had from a side effect of ADHD that got me to go get tested. Because I ended up in full tears and was very suicidal. And I was like, I need to find out if something's wrong with me or not. Because it was really bad. And it lasted like a week. It was a really bad time. And I don't get that regularly. And that's why I've been able to manage without a diagnosis. But I did get to a point where I hated my life because of stuff that I was being affected with. Getting officially can give you some benefits in the academic side, not mentioning the meds that can improve your daily routine. And also, just because you get diagnosed doesn't mean you need to go on meds if you don't believe in meds. I'm not on meds. Because I drive trucks and there's whispers that any form of disability needs to be disclosed. You can get diagnosed and not tell anyone. You don't have to legally tell anyone that you've been diagnosed. Hi, Flan. It's really stupid, though, that they would get rid of your license for that. I'm pretty sure almost every trucker I know has some form of autism. They like trucks for a reason. I'm also not on meds. Yeah, meds are also quite costly. Pisses me off that it's not covered by the government.
Hello,
it's Roy!
How are you?
Fine, thank you. Oh my god! Welcome in, Raiders! Hello! Thank you so much for the raid, Roy! I'm so sorry, the dogs are barking in the background. If you hear that, I apologize. Thank you so much! Ooh, Amnesia! Ooh, how is Amnesia, Roy? Is it not Roy? Am I pronouncing it wrong? Is it Roix? Should I say Roix or is it Roy? Chat my pants, it was good. That's awesome. I'm glad you had fun. Thank you so much for trusting me with your community. Ro? Okay. Hello, Ro. Thank you so much for the raid. You could call her Roblox. That's a good name. Well, welcome in. A little bit about me is that I like to draw. Draw and talk about random shit. And I really like fish and horseshoe crabs. And I play games on Wednesdays. So if you like a gamer artist who's got a little bit of the tism, I'm the girl for you. A little bit of the tism, a lot of bit of the ADHD. And a lot of bit of Bailey's in her coffee right now. Welcome in, guys. Thank you so much for trusting me with your community, Ro. I appreciate it. I really appreciate the raid. She really loves horseshoe crabs. I do. And has cute cat. I do have a cute cat. Her name is Matcha. You know what? Let me grab a picture of Matcha so I can show everyone. Who doesn't love cats? Thank you for having us. Oh my god, can I read? Also, I sometimes want to be my own community, as you can see. That's how you know you have a good community. When they drive you fucking crazy. Yeah, cat tax! Okay, let me save this image. Actually, I don't have to save it. I could just paste it. This is Matcha. She's my kitty. Oh, are you gonna beat us? Who doesn't love cats? People that are wrong. So this is Matcha. Her tongue is too big for her mouth, so it's always sticking out. At least 99% of the time it's sticking out. But this is her. She's a sweet baby. Very cutie patootie. We love her. She was all stretched out yesterday. I love her. Love her to bits. We do have a redeem in my little channel points redeem section where you can give her a treat. She gets 3 treats per stream. That way she doesn't get fat. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy your time here. And oh, here's more art I did. Here's another look at art I draw. Oh, treat for Matcha. Matcha, you want a treat? Kitty. Okay. Matcha, you want a treat? She's currently high right now. She's been licking her catnip toy. And say, she's eating the treat. Thank you, Yuki. Let me show off other art I've done too while you guys are here. I think my mom's coming down. I'm gonna show you a commission I was really proud of. I did this one recently. This is a recent commission I did. I like doing bust icon commissions, and it's also what I'm working on right now. I'm working on one for a guy with a pompadour. But this one here, she wanted some accentuation, some focus on her lit eyes and her marks under her eyes, and she's got little constellations on her arm. Yeah. And then, so this is the same type of commission. It's a bust icon. It's a guy with a pompadour and their mascot. So we're on the line work phase right now. For anyone who likes free art and likes chibis, let me show you something that I'm offering. Let me grab it. YCH. If you guys want your character drawn where this character is for free, pinned at the top of the chat where it says last chance, I have a raffle going on right now. It is going to be random selection, so even last minute entries have the same amount of chance as early entries. If you want to have a chance at it, I'm drawing it after stream. Like, I'm drawing the winner. So if you want your character in a little chibi pose building a snowman, I'm able to add limbs, I'm able to add tattoos, I'm able to add horns, different ears, tails. You can even customize the snowman. You can give the snowman cat ears, dog ears. We could change the shape of his mouth if you wanted. We could give him extra arms. If you want a YCH commission for free, join the raffle. Oh, Eyes just shared it too. I do raffles frequently, so if you follow me on Twitter and Blue Sky, I host raffles there a lot. Right now, this is just a... Wait, you can customize the snowman as well? Yeah! So long as it's not too overly detailed. Because it's a snowman, so we would keep it very simple as if it's a snowman. So we're not adding it like any detailed wigs or anything. But yeah. This one's only on Twitter right now because we're celebrating 4,000 followers on Twitter. So this is the reward for people. So we're hosting a raffle to say thank you for 4,000 followers. And yeah, pretty much every milestone, I will do a raffle, and also the community over time increases. I like to host on Twitch, occasionally those like community challenges, and it's usually for an art raffle as well. So I do them lots. Follow me on Twitter if you ever want to see them pop up. And sometimes Blue Sky as well. Okay, back to this. So no mega arms to the snow. Got it. Yeah. Any limbs I'd be adding would be either made out of snow or would be more sticks. Let me... Also, for the new people here, I don't shut up if you couldn't freaking tell. I'm always talking, which I mean is a perk for being a streamer, and it's why I stream. I stream so I can talk and never shut up. Is this from the Seventh Prince anime? No, this is just someone's VTuber model. Can it be a spider snowman? Yeah, we'll just put a bunch of arms and a bunch of eyes. Oh, we got ads incoming. Oh, do you guys like my fish cursor, by the way? I don't know if any of the new people noticed that, but I got a fish cursor. It's how I draw. And some people think I'm just slapping a fish on my art. Do you want to build a Doomslayer snowman? Do you want to build a snowman? Hey, Eyes, can I give you an assignment? I have an idea, and I had it before, but I forgot to do some research into it. But maybe you could help me find something. I don't know if it. I do know it exists because Pix has one, and I like Pixes, but I want my own. Can you help me find, either on Etsy or VGen, something that pops up when someone's shout outed? Given a shout out. You know how Pix has like a little pop up that's like, oh, shout out, and it'll have like information and it'll have like their icon and stuff. I've seen some people have that, and I want to try to find one. I don't want the same one that Pix has, but similar concept, you know? I want to build a Gundam snowsuit. Been wanting to hop in for a while. I guess it took Ro to drag me in. Oh, hell yeah. Welcome in, Swascumbre. Can I call you Goomba? Dinner is cooking right now. For a lot of people to at this point. Hell yeah, Goomba. Oh yeah, I know what you mean. I'll ask Pix what it's called to help find it. Okay. Thank you. I'm asking now because I know that if I didn't ask, I would just totally forget to even look for one. Hell yeah. And I think we want to do like a little outward. I like how I went on a whole thing about how I never shut up and now I'm quiet. It's because I was focusing. Okay, so that can go like right there. We're gonna shape it in a bit right here. Oh, thank you, Eyes, for the love. Be great. I love Lizzo. The DNA test turns out I'm 100% a human in me. Bling bling. Bad bitch. In the middle. Just a little. Bound, bound, bad. It breaks my heart. Oh, my coffee is cold, by the way. You know, now would be a good time to BRB. I'm gonna heat up my coffee and I'm gonna see if the bread is ready. BRB. I should have done this during the ads. I'm sorry I didn't do this during the ads. But I shouldn't be too long. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Okay, I'll be right back. Hi, I'm back with hot coffee and cinnamon raisin bread that my mom made homemade. Very yummy. I've been bugging her for a while to make some. Oh yeah, that's good. It tastes like a cinnamon roll. What the heck did you send to me, Eyes? Oh, that's a code for the mods. Okay, I was like, what is that? This bread is fire. So I'm not drawing because I'm eating. I don't want this. Welcome back, Crispy Biscuits. Oh, I like this song. I'm eating bread. There was cinnamon raisin bread that my mom made homemade, and it was still warm when I cut it. Oh, I forgot to put it upside down. 1 second.
Kitty. Kitty. Kitty.
Hi, I'm back. Oh, give Matcha a treat. Matcha, this is your third treat. I've given her a treat. I don't know if she'll eat it because she's already eaten two, but we'll see. She's eyeballing it. She's eyeballing it, but she's not going for it. Thank you. I went to go put, so what we do is we have to put the bread upside down so that the cut part is facing down so it doesn't get too stale. But because it's hollow, because when she made it, it didn't sit properly, I don't think. And so the top part's hollow. So if you put it upside down, it starts to fall on itself. Thank you, eyes. I just drank. Yeah, her name is Matcha. But she did eat the treat and teleported, I guess. I look over and the treat's gone, but so is she. Thank you for lurking. Where is Matcha? 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 Is that her tail? Oh, you're right there. What is under my bed then? Oh, it's a sock. Oh, you have a cat named Matcha too? What color is she? Or he? Hi, Matcha. Cutie patootie. Silverish gray. Ooh. Is there a story behind her name, or do you just like the sound of matcha? Oh, your sister gave her the name? That's cute. My cat's name is Matcha because her eyes are green. They're like a matcha green. And I wanted her to have a tea name. Oh, they're gold. That's cute. I was torn between naming her Honey and naming her Matcha. If her eyes had been gold, then she would have been Honey. Though if I could rename her, her name would be Spriggan. I started playing Final Fantasy XIV after I got Matcha, and looking at the Spriggans, her paws look a lot like Spriggan feet. And I would have named her Spriggan. My plan is the next black cat I get will be named Spriggan, so I can call him Spriggs. Yeah, also the black fur. Matcha does this thing, because I don't know if you've ever noticed, Marinth, but when a Spriggan is flying, their toes will do this thing where it's like their toes like curl like that when they're flying. They like curl like that. Matcha also does that. When I hold Matcha, she puts her toes inward like that. Like they fully curl. And it's so cute. And I'm like, oh my god, she has Spriggan feet. I don't know why she does it. I've never seen a cat do it before, but anytime I pick her up, her toes, like her back feet, do that. Her front feet don't. Her back feet do. For a second, it sounded like you meant that matcha toads the same when she flies. Yeah, when matcha flies, she also curls her toes. Yeah, when she flies, like all cats do, especially the fat cats. That reminds me, did you see the Mog Store cat mount that came around the time you stopped playing? I did. Very pretty. What a cute little goat thing. Feels so good. Alright, now I just gotta do the tie. Then we are all done the line art. You know, I'm gonna look at a reference of a tie, because I don't even know how the hell these work. Suit tie. No, not on Spotify! Trying to look at how they're tied. Thank you, Ruli. Okay, I see where I went wrong. Needs to be much wider at the top. And then come down. Like that. And go in a bit more. Does it not like cross anywhere at the top? It's like it goes like this. From what I can see. I hear a freaking helicopter? Why is there a helicopter outside my house? Did you guys find me? Coming for me. See the helicopter. It sounds so close. I'm gonna look out my window. See the helicopter. Sending a text to the group. Helicopter? Helicopter, helicopter, please come down. Only if you're wearing the color brown. See you again. It's like to you. Only brown helicopters. What's wrong with red helicopters? It brown rhymes with down. You're gonna make me cry, Merit. Is that what you want? You want to make me cry? Don't make me tell my mom on you. Okay, we'll add the pupil details in with coloring. See you if I can help it. Not originally, but now I want to stress test it. Oh my god. Well, this looks good. So now I need some help from my lovely chatters. Oh, I fucking love this song. I need help figuring out poses. Also, I'm gonna mark this as done. Done. One. Voice. So, what we need to do is figure out more poses for my other committee. We want some more ideas. And I want to see if you guys can help me. Let me grab her. Where is she on my list? What is she? Oh, it's right here. So she said that she liked the left facing. I have a Pinterest pose ref board if you want. Ooh, feel free to send. I'm bad at coming up with stuff. Well, you must help me now. I don't care. Give me your bad ideas then. Maybe your bad ideas will be good or lead to good ideas. So she did like the left facing pose. She likes this pose too, but she said if I had any more ideas, to send them her way. So, we're gonna try some more poses. We need left-facing poses. So what we'll do here, we'll take like this part. We'll copy paste it. We need some body ideas. She is wearing a yukata, a split yukata. So, and she does have big hips. And she's going to have this boob has a wrapping on it, and this boob has a cover on it, for reference. One hand on the hip, the other hand moving when she talks. Too generic. I'm sorry, Marinth, but I literally got called out in a post where it was like, every male VTuber has that hand on the hip, other hand moving motion, and now I'm trying to stay away from it. Is this just standard posing thing or PNG tuber? She's a PNG tuber. A lot of female poses. Let's take a look-see. This is very similar to a pose board that I have. Hand on her ass, then. You can cross her arms. I already have an arm cross one. This is the pose I have currently for her. We have one hand upwards that's going to be moving when she's talking. I could cross both, but then that removes the design from both her sleeve and her tattoo. A deadly night. Thank you for the follow. Okay. We could do a floating one, maybe, with like her legs crossed, kind of like this one could be like up. And then the other one could be like this. And then we could have this arm like that. This arm like that. Want this arm. I love the dogs barking. It would be an idea to have her sitting on the corner, like back against the wall, hips crossed like that. I wouldn't be able to do a wall because it is a PNG tuber, so it has to be a transparent background. But that is kind of the idea I have with this, is maybe to like, we'll bring this arm down like that. This would give her a chance to show off a bit more of her leg as well. I just wouldn't know how to do the dress in this. I'd probably have to have it like over this knee. Wicked. Okay, can we do another pose? Let's see. I'd have the left arm resting, not talking. Ooh, raise when base not talking. I do like that. Kind of like that. I mean, shoulder down. And you say you don't have good ideas. Okay. But that's the best way to get ideas, though. Just that if you ask for something from scratch, I'm bad at coming up with something in the moment and just working off of what you're doing at the moment. That's the best way to come up with ideas, though. Bouncing ideas is like my favorite thing to do. Because it can start with something that's very plain, and then as you keep adding and adding with different people, it gets really creative. Hmm. I'm gonna do at least one more. I'm like torn. Thank you, Mushiro. I should drink some water. These are some good poses, eyes. I'm using this board. Like, I have a board that's very similar, but you got some really good stuff in here. You got a good eye. Hotel. Ticket. Wanted to make sure I had tons of refs for any mood. That's good. This hotel. That's why it's like 400 posts. You got a lot in here. All of my stuff is connected to my real name where I'd share what I have. I think of some arms. Hello, Metal. I actually got to the bottom of it. For correction, it's not 400, 651. I scrolled through all 651. These are some good poses. Oh my god, I found a fish one. This was suggested based off of your board. I need to draw myself like this. That's fucking hilarious. I love this. We could do a hand like this. Yeah, meme poses are the best. Philosophy. Searching. I have a lot of board for Pollo. Oh, cute. I did see. Maybe this is something that I should keep thinking about another time. I think I'm gonna wrap up for now. I'm kind of stumped on this one. I'll probably do this off stream. But we did get some line art done. I'll send this to the client by the end of the day. I do have to head to the store, but when I'm back from the store, I will draw a winner for the raffle. If you guys haven't joined the raffle yet, you can get a chance of drawing your character as a little chibi building a snowman. It's in the link above. And I'm not gonna raid out because I have to head out. But thanks for hanging, guys. Good progress today. Good laughs. And thanks for the help. I'll catch you guys in the next stream, and for those that I'm playing games with later, I'll see y'all in Repo around 8-ish. I'll message you guys whenever I happen to be free, and then we can go off of that. But 8 is the safe number. Also, I realize there's something on this dude's face. Ew, it's that. Didn't even realize there was something on his face. There we go. Yeah, thanks for hanging, guys. Check you later. Hey, yeah, I don't know. Check you later. Check you out later. I'll be in your walls. Look out your windows. Don't close your blinds. I'll be eating your forbidden cotton candy. Yeah, I wasn't gonna plan on playing, but people keep bugging me, so I'm playing tonight with some friends.